Hi there. Hey, everybody. Afternoon, evening, good morning, all the above. It's good to see you. I know it's been a while since I've been on here. I've been really busy. Just kind of taking what I'm going to say, a little break from everything. But I wanted to pop on here. Hi, Preeti. Hi, Carol. Hi, Leanne. So, we have a lot of things going on in the world right now. Too early for me to dive into it, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to say a lot of things. But, we do have the full moon. Hi, Wendy. Good to see you. So we have the full moon going on right now, right? And I have been seeing clients over the past week, and it seems to be a common theme going on with everybody, is that there's a lot of hesitation with actually following through with things. We're all human, right? It happens. But the other thing is that it's all based on self-esteem. It's based on an uncertainty that has to do with a lot of like a root work. Okay, like we're talking about going inward here. Okay, like the roots. Remember, sometimes I talk about the tree of life, the tree of learning, tree of knowledge. And if you were to cut that tree off, right? Like these are the roots, this is the tree. If you were to cut it and you just had all these branches and these leaves up here, well, what's going to happen? That tree isn't going to grow roots, right? And the roots themselves may or may not sprout some other little branch, but that top part of the tree, which is experience, isn't really gonna survive. It's just like out there on its own, gonna wither away. Hi, Dominic. So with hesitation, we have a lot of astrological stuff going on. And again, I am going to remind everybody that we have so many planets in retrograde, okay? And we have a lot. We also have the full buck moon, which is also known as the hay moon, the thunder moon, depending upon what culture you want to dive into. But really what that moon, this moon, I should say, is about preparation, getting ready, accepting change. And given all the planets that are in retrograde right now, and remember I spoke about it on the hand, because you can find these planets on the hand. As we have Jupiter, right? Some people don't think that Jupiter in retrograde really means a lot. I really think it does, because Jupiter, aka Zeus, is all about self-esteem and ego. And if he is just being straightforward, right? Just being himself. He's got this, bombastic attitude, right? Certainty. Yeah, let's do it. But right now, everybody has a certain amount of hesitancy. And we're just kind of like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, right? He's in retrograde. He's in retrograde. So instead of having this, really go get him, I know exactly what I'm doing kind of persona, now we have this inward, oh my God, what should I be this way? What do they think about me? If I do this, how will that look? We have all that going on. So I am also going to advise you, don't be hard on your inner self. Do not separate from those roots that make you you. You have to 100% go inward right now. Understand that there's just a lot of external stuff that's kind of energetically kind of just messing with all of us, okay? Including me. Know your limits. Respect your limits. Respect your boundaries. And what I mean by that is if you feel like you just cannot put anything more toward something, you feel burnout on the horizon, respect that. Do not be hard on yourself. Because as I keep telling everybody, especially right now, you have to put that, and I hate to use the word mask. Hey, Amy, my sister's here. And I hate to use the word mask, but if you're on a flight on an airplane, right? What do they tell you, right? You have to, when the oxygen mask drops from the ceiling, you got to put it on yourself first, and they go like that with the little elastic, and then you can put it on everybody else. And why is that? Because you have to take care of you, or else you won't be able to help anybody else. So remember that. Don't be harsh on you, because you may be having a lot of self-doubt. You may be having a lot of just hesitancy, uncertainty. And this is also where I want to get into Mars. Now, Mars can actually be found on the hand too. Now, there are two areas. No, I wish I had like a drawing of a hand or something right now, because I don't like to use my own hand. I know, hypocrite, but but anyway, there are two areas of plane of Mars, is what they're called, planes of Mars on the hand, and one is right underneath Jupiter, okay, and the other is underneath Mercury, and it goes right through the center of the hand, okay, one over here and one over here. Now, basically why you have two is because, yes, exhaustion is absolutely 100% part of it, Carol. So why you have two is because dependent upon, in palmistry, the feeling, the texture, the lines of which area, because there are two, so why do you have two? Well, let's say one is fleshier, meaning has a lot more give than the other, means that you need to be using that side of you more. So if that plane of Mars is fleshy, right, has a lot of squishy, like a little pillow, and it's on this side, underneath Mercury, it means that you actually need to be more intuitive when it comes to doing things, right? Explaining yourself, standing up for yourself. You need to use that side of you that you feel. You have to express it on a higher level than you are right now. Whereas if it falls under Zeus, or AKA Jupiter, right, and it's fleshy there, that means that you are not standing up for yourself with very strong ego, that you feel like your roots don't have sure footing, that they don't go deep enough, okay? So how do we resolve all that? Well, I pulled a card for today. Let me get it here. I haven't posted it yet, but of course it was perfect, right? I always try to pull a card today, but this one just like nailed it right on the head. Let me get it right. There it is. Look at that. Growth. We have a tree. She's holding what looks like a very large pocket watch, but it is a watch or a clock, right? Now, I'm going to point something out to you. She doesn't have a lot of limbs yet, does she? She doesn't have a lot of branching out or anything. But do you see how thick those roots are? She's still in a nest, meaning she's nurturing herself. She's going through growth, right? And this is also a waxing crescent card, which means that you are moving toward something. This is all transition and transformation, okay? Please accept it and do not be harsh on who you are and what your personal beliefs are, because I'm telling you right now, people, everybody's got a short fuse. All my clients I've been seeing, they are just afraid to be who they know themselves to be because of everybody else's short fuse. And it's okay. We just now take this time to pull in and focus on your roots and make your roots so strong that who cares what anybody else thinks? That's where you have to be right now, is you have to be that self-assured, and that your biggest supporter. Because if you can't say, hey, you know what, like, I'll use myself as an example. I'm like, hey, what? Hey, Rachel, in here. Okay, Rachel, my inner self. We got this. We got this. We're okay. You're unsure? Well, then go read a book on it. Rachel, you're unsure about what's wrong with your car? Go read up on it. Educate yourself, and then have that dialogue. But you cannot cut yourself off from your roots. And that goes for society as a whole, too. Because, there's no existence after that. And I'm rambling. Anyway, let's get back to the moon, right? So the full moon. What does that have to do with anything right now? Well, it has so many different names for this particular moon, depending on what culture you want to dive into. Let me go up here to the comments. I see I have some comments. Hi, Abigail. Yes, we will definitely. Abigail is home with her little girl, Celia, and she and I have to touch base. Oh, my God, I bet you are tired, dear. Okay. So everybody say hi to Abigail. She's in Arizona. Now, so with this full moon, it's called the buck moon because the male deer, the buck, right? This is when they start to get their new antlers. And it's also called the wart moon, W-O-R-T, because this is where you would harvest your herbs and hang them to dry and things. And so it's all about preparing you, getting things ready to move forward, taking that time out, transformation, right? Recognizing that things are going to be a little bit out of your reach and a little bit out of control right now. And that's going to hurt what? That's going to hurt our ego. I said it, but that's Jupiter, and he's in retrograde. Don't be harsh on yourself. Don't be judgy. Don't. And above all else right now, treat others the way you would want to be treated, because we're all going through it. We really, really are. Okay? Now, anybody have any questions at all? Yes, exhaustion is a part of it, Carol. I'm going to touch back on what Carol said up here. Because we're constantly second-guessing ourselves. We're constantly feeling everybody else's second-guessing themselves, too. Like, me. I've even had that happening lately. I've been like, oh, hey, wait, what? What did I just say? What came out of my mouth, right? Not right now. I do realize I'm rambling, but I've had like four glasses of iced coffee. I'm awake, people. So take care. And obviously don't have 4 glasses of iced coffee in a row. But yeah, if you have to pull back and you feel like you just can't fight that fight, you know what? Maybe it's not your fight to go through. Will you be judged? Yeah, probably. Hey, Loretta, how's it going? Yeah. And that's where we're at. Leo and egos. Yep. Hi, Loretta. Okay. Yes, that's a lot of coffee. And the funny part, everybody, is Abigail, who was just in here, right? She got me these glasses for Christmas. And they're all tarot cards. And look what I pulled out today. I pulled out the moon. All right. So, is the moon affecting me? Obviously. All right. 4 iced coffees. Yes. 4 iced coffees. This ginormous glass. Okay. Listen, I wanted to be on point. Okay. And I'm scattered. So again, very quickly, Mars. Mars is going to go into Aries, and it's not going to be for quite a bit, but I think that we need to prepare for that, okay? I got a little off point as everything is going today, but look at your hands, everybody, right? Now remember, I'll get out my trusty pen. There's an area right here. It's like a little tiny square, okay? And it's called a plane of Aries, plane of Mars, whatever, right? Over here, you have one too. Now, dependent upon how much give it has, implies that you have more strength in that area of standing up for yourself and getting your point across than what you may be doing right now. So let's say, again, if it's under here, if it's under Jupiter, right? And it's super stiff and has no give, that means that you can scream until you are blue in the face the facts about things, and just I just have this, like, very fiery, ego-driven kind of, sorry to say it, Leo kind of situation, right? You're not going to be heard. You're not, and it's just going to create more frustration for you. Now, let's say this area was nice and puffy, right? That would mean that you need to do that more. That you do need to actually say, hey, you know what? This is making me look bad because blah, blah, blah. Put that ego in there. Put that self-esteem in there, okay? Stand up for yourself more using Aries, okay? Now, let's say if it was really nice and puffy over here underneath Mercury. Well, that would mean that you need to actually explain with emotion and intuition. You have to speak with that little inner voice that's inside your gut. That's what will get you heard. And if it is completely just stiff and there's no give to it at all, that means that you aren't going to be heard by expressing yourself that way. So please look at your hands, because that is the preparation that we need to focus on right now. We need to focus on our roots, right? Becoming more educated about certain things so that we feel confident enough through all of this retrograde crap that's going on. And so that when the time comes that we do have to just, stand up for what we believe in, stand up for what we know is right, and stand up for our tree if somebody wants to cut us off at our roots, that we will get our point across and we will win that argument. You got this, people. Wow. I'm going to post this carol, okay? Yep. That's part of this whole codependency. It has to do a lot with self-esteem, ego, attitude, that kind of thing, which is all Jupiter. Which is why I don't understand why people say that, that do astrology, that Jupiter doesn't have that much bearing on anything. Because as a palmist, it's freaking Zeus, okay? So yes, that's that side of us we need to work on. So if you do feel that it's an issue for you, read up on it. Okay, look at me with my little wand here, my pen. Read up on it, Carol, okay? Yes, these are crazy times right now, Monday. And it does feel like a dream, hence my 4 big glasses of Moon Tarot card coffee. All right, so today I'm going to pull some cards, all right? I'm going to say I have a different booking system now. My God. Excuse me there. So if you want to book me for a private situation, right, private reading, go to my website, which is elementalintentions.com. Go to the bottom and you can pay and book right away. All the options are there. You just choose whatever is available. It's a whole actual booking system. It's really black and white, super clear and easy to use. I'm really happy with it, actually. So remember that. So go check that out. You can also find some of my crafty items like my Reiki candles and everything on that website if you choose the Shop Now feature. But at the bottom of Elemental Intentions page, it says if you're booking, click this green button. So there you go with that. So I am funny, Wendy. No, thank you for that. I try to be humor. I try to find the humor in everything. Ask Amy. It's our dad. Our dad had the humor. It's the Galbraith humor. Yo, I said my last name, everybody. You want to talk about synchronicity? You know, I think I need to talk about that too. I went to a maker's market on Friday. There is a lot of synchronicity happening right now. I had a repeat customer come for some of my Reiki candles at the maker's market on Friday. And then she said, I'm going to text somebody, hold on. And then she walked away. And then the woman who was a new vendor beside me started asking me about how I got into all this stuff, as she was a berry farmer. But she was quite open. Did she cry? Yeah. Yeah, as we have discussed here, you know, Amy is the one out of both of us that if there are 1,000 women in a room, she's one of them, and there's one man, she's the one that the man will come up and talk to, whereas I make everybody in the room cry. I don't know, that's my special power, I guess. So of course, you know, the berry farmer lady, bless her heart, she cried, talking to me about stuff. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So that happens. Then she starts asking me if I knew a certain someone. And I'm like, yeah, that's right, Amy. I outed you. Ah. What? See, this is what happens when you put coffee in me. Okay, look at that. Now, so then the berry farmer asked me if I knew of this certain someone, and I said, oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. And then this lady who had just bought candles from me and said she was going to go text someone went over and started talking to the farmer, right? And then somebody pops up in front of me that I hadn't seen since 1992. 1992. That I had been super close friends with. And then the lady who was over talking to the berry farmer and had bought candles from me came over and said, hey, Rachel, do you know blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, yeah, since 1992. And then the 1992 person said, well, so you know blah, blah, blah? Looking at the candle lady. And I'm like, yeah, she buys for me, blah, 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 right? So anyway, there's some weird stuff happening. Be open to it. Be open to it, okay? Because this is like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I thought I would never see these people again, to be honest with you. But, and then the berry farmer was like, wait, you know so-and-so too? I'm like, I guess so. I don't know. I guess it's looking that way. We all know each other. All right. Yeah, I know. It's a crazy day. It was super crazy. So today I am pulling oracle cards for people. You may be like, why the hell are you just doing oracle cards? Because as I tried to start this whole thing with, is that we need to be gentle with ourselves. Now it's the time that we're getting our egos bruised very harshly. Now's the time when people are trying to make us question our roots, question our beliefs, question our system of doing things. And it's not quite fair, is it? Which is also why I keep saying you need to be your biggest supporter and your biggest fan right now. You do. And words have power. So if you start telling yourself, oh God, I'm so stupid, that's just bad. Because guess who's hearing that? You're hearing that. That part of you that makes you you and makes you just as important as everybody else out there hears that. And it dims your vibrancy. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Wendy. I got 2 Wendy's here. Yeah, bruised egos. Yep. Okay. So today we have the Whispers of Healing Oracle deck. Okay. Hi, Cindy. Let's see. Cindy, you're getting a card. Let's see, she had all that on Friday. Yeah. Okay. So this is the Whispers of Healing Oracle deck. Okay. Awareness. Look at that. This has everything to do with that card that I pulled for today. We have the rainbow for forgiveness. We have the water over there for intuition and emotion. We have, it's a cycle. It's all cycle. It's all cyclical. And you have to be aware of that right now, Cindy, okay? And what is most important right there in the center is that self that I said that we have to take care of. That part that doesn't need us saying, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. No, cut it out. Cut it out. Be a part of everything that's around you right now, but change your perspective of it. Go inward when you have a moment to yourself. If you do meditation, meditate, because there's a lot of meditative qualities with that card. You might want to just, slap some headphones on. Hi, Marjorie. You might want to slap some headphones on and listen to some like nature sounds or something, or if you're in your car and do your Bluetooth or whatever, okay? Jack in to nature. I want to tell you that, and I don't even know why, because I don't like to use the term jack in, but that's it. Okay. Now, see, which Wendy's going to get a card? I got all these Wendy's over here talking to each other. Okay. I'm going to do both. Okay, this card is going to be for Wendy Willard. Okay. All right, here we go. Wendy. For some reason, I either pulled this card for you before and it's coming into my brain, or this is something that's really, really important right now. Sincere relationships. Those people that expect nothing of you other than to just spend time with you. Okay. Now, what I mean by that is that they just want to be around. They just want to be in your circle. And these are the type of people that you need to have around you right now, because the people that are there are just going to add to that self-doubt, to that self-criticism, to all that stuff that's going on, that negative crap that none of us need. So go back to your roots and maybe dive back into old friendships and ask yourself why they were left behind. Does that even make sense to you, Wendy? I don't know. I don't know. But Wendy Willard, this was for you. Okay? I'm listening to some really weird music over here, so I gotta fix this right now. Okay. Right. So I hope that helps a little bit, because that's where you will find peace in your soul and peace of heart, is if you are around those people where you're confused. Okay, well, these are oracle cards, right? So they are suggesting, this particular deck is about suggestions that you need for your energy right now. So you need to have or find that relationship that you have with somebody that is so sincere that, you know, they expect nothing of you. They don't expect you to help them with anything. They don't expect you to fix things for them. They just like being your friend. That's it. Just like to spend time with you. That's it. And right now, that is what's going to help you through this ego bruising time, is because they're the ones, the friendships and the relationships that we have with people that don't just expect us to fix things for them all the time. They're the ones that will often, if they see us down, they'll be like, Wendy, what do you need? I got this. I can help you. What do you need, Wendy? That's the type of relationship you need. Something that is a reciprocal, meaning if you decide to help them, they can also decide to help you. And there's no, you know, there's no strings attached to it. Okay? There you go. Okay. Say it now. Yes. Yes. Now the other Wendy. Wendy's rock. Okay. Well, my name's not Wendy, so. Okay. So let's get this. Now the other Wendy. Oh, reliable. Now, if you notice, her eyes are closed while she is actually at this harp. Okay, she's making her own music, but she is on a body of water. She's in a little boat. She's on a body of water. So there's a lot of precarious imagery here. What I mean is, you know, she's not really paying attention to anything other than how she feels about what she is doing. Because she knows her strength. She knows her ability. And this is what you need to understand about you right now, Wendy Klein, so there's no misunderstanding here, is that all this water could put that fire out. Yeah, but you know it's not, because you're not going to let that happen. You could, you know, maybe get a little dizzy and, you know, get that boat unbalanced and maybe go into the water, but, you know, you're not, because you're experienced and you know what you're doing. You could have your eyes open to see what strings you're actually strumming your fingers through, but you're not, because you know what? You're really educated and you know exactly what you're doing. Understand that the knowledge you have makes you more reliable than the people around you are telling you. So tell yourself, the inner Wendy, that. Remind the inner Wendy of that as well. Okay. I knew what you meant, Wendy Willard. Yeah. Now, Wendy Klein, you go, girl. You got this. You got a really strong card, okay? Just remember that that's you. That is your energy. And Amy, what are you doing? Are you coming and going, or what are you doing? I don't understand. You're very welcome, Wendy. Okay. Carol. Okay. You're getting a card. Choice. You have the choice card, Carol. What decision are you going to make? You feeling a little overwhelmed right now? All too many things not finished off, things just kind of left out there in the wind, right? Well, focus on one thing and start there. Baby steps. Choose one of them out of all of them, and you will feel much, much better. Decide, okay? Uh-oh, what you saying oh no for, Carol? What? Choose one and move forward with it and make it yours. And you and the anxiety, and because I do kind of sense a little bit of anxiety for you, even though you just said, oh no. Usually when this card pops up, it means that people are overwhelmed and I just have too many like projects out there that they haven't finished, too many choices, too many things to actually follow through with. And it's all right. Pick one. Start there. Okay? And that will help your energy. Wendy said, we're all in this together, people. Okay, let's see here. Ooh. Marjorie, are you still here, Marjorie? Carol, don't hate choices. No, that's what that's about. Absolutely, Wendy. It's possible to relate to other people's cards. Now, Carol, don't hate choices. I'll tell you why. Because for those, okay, Marjorie, you're getting a card, but I want to address this with Carol for a second. Because for those things that you don't choose in this particular life at this moment, they will either pop up again in this life in some different manner or in another life. You understand? This is all about reincarnation and karma and Hinduistic beliefs. All right. Now, of course, we don't all share that, but that belief system. But in my way of doing palmistry, all of that can be seen on the hand, and from having more than just a couple decades of experience with it, you shouldn't panic about your choices that you make. You should not, okay? You just have to feel strong. And if you do feel intimidated by making a choice, do what I said in the beginning here. Pick up that book. Take that course. Talk to an expert. educate yourself so that you can make the wisest choice that you feel comfortable with. And then there's no problem with it. Okay. Marjorie, you're getting a card. Okay. That's right, karma, baby. Wendy's saying karma, baby. Preeti, your photos were discarded. I'm sorry to say. Not that I did it. She's asking a question over in the side comments. Let's see. Marjorie, let's get your card. I'm very sorry about that, about the photos being discarded. So Marjorie, don't feel alone. Don't feel stranded out there by yourself, because you're not. You have a protector. You have a guardian angel, a family member. Get that glare off there. Family member. You're being protected by the universe, by God, whatever your personal beliefs are. But you need to remind yourself of that. All right? You really, really do need to remind yourself of that. And you have all of these lights on your boat too, and somebody's just protecting you and helping you on your path. You are on water, so there's a lot of emotions going on right now, but you're not alone when you're going through it, and that's good. And this card says just that you need to take some of that weight off of your shoulder and that pressure, and know that you're not alone. You're not as alone as you think you are. Okay? And if you want, Marjorie, light a white candle. It's a full moon. Say thank you to whoever is out there. Okay? We are overwhelmed right now. We are. In our own way, we're all overwhelmed. Okay. Okay. I hope that helps a little bit, Marjorie, because you got to remember you're not alone in anything, right? We could get into quantum entanglement, quantum theory, and physics, and science, and faith, and spirituality. Trust me, none of us are alone. We're not. It's just that what is going on right now in this world is making us feel that way. Because not only are you going through your own situation, right? But you're also, the majority of the people that are my clients and seek out, live feeds like this, is that they have the ability to feel what other people are going through, right? They just go to the store and they're like, oh, God, Walmart, no, right? Well, that, after a while, that's a lot to take, because it just piles on top of everything. Here's you, here's your situations, here's their situations, here's you trying to get through those situations, and then trying to work through your situations while working through their situations, and it just gets bigger. You're not alone. But all that pressure. Oh, and I also, okay, I'm kind of being told to tell you something. How's a diamond made? Most beautiful of gemstones are made because of pressure, aren't they? Every color, every size, every facet, every strength, every quality that they have, that they represent, is made because of pressure that's been applied to them for a very, very long time. Shine on. Don't know where that came from. You're very welcome, Marjorie. You're very welcome. Okay. Now, Loretta, you're getting a card. Loretta's getting a card. How you doing, Loretta? I haven't heard from you in a while. Well, I actually haven't been on here in a while, so I've been AWOL. Don't judge. Remember, we don't judge each other. We embrace each other right now. Okay. So, Loretta, here's your card. No, you just saw me shuffle. Loretta, you got a choice too. All right. Pick one and run with it. Same exact thing when it comes to oracle cards. And Loretta, I'm going to tell you, you've got a lot of potential. Wow, I just see a lot of growth. A lot of growth in front of you. If you welcome it, and you have to actually say thanks for it, not to me. I'm saying to the universe, to God, to whoever, whatever out there, okay? Because you have a lot of opportunities at your feet right now. It isn't so much that you have picked things up and started and then dropped them. It's that you have a lot of options and opportunities. Pick one. Run with it. It will change things. Yes, it will. But energetically, we all need change right now. And you especially. Okay. Hope that helped a little. And I hope that made sense too. If it didn't, you guys just pop in because I can see everything that you're saying. So you just ask your questions, okay? Dominic, you're getting a card. It's 11:49 already. You know, 4 glasses of coffee, and I think the caffeine's wearing off. What the hell? Oh. Okay, Dominic. Dominic's been AWOL too, he says. Yeah, sometimes you just have to. Because what happens if you water plant too much? And water our emotions and intuition and all those feely feels, right? You just keep dumping and dumping and dumping on that plant when it doesn't actually physically need it or want it. The roots die, don't they? Floods out and things die. So we have to do self-care. And we have to pull back every once in a while and regroup. And I've been doing that too. So see, it's okay to do it. That's very true, Carol. It's because that's kind of what I like to do with my readings for these situations is I'll do a little bit of meditation on it, kind of guess you could say psych myself up for it, but I'd like to ponder on it and get a little spiritual. Pull a card, and everything just kind of falls into place synchronistically. You understand what I'm getting at? We're all our own individual, but we're also a collective, if you understand. We're just spirits having a human experiment, a human experience. I won't say experiment. We're having a human experiment. Hello. Okay. We're spirits having a human experiment. All right. I love that. I should make a shirt that says that. Okay. Dominic, your card. Just so you know, I have Rage Against the Machine on my speaker right now. It's not going. Oh my Lord. I swear. It's not a human experience. It's a human experiment. Okay. Thank you, Wendy. I tried. Not really. That's right. This is too much coffee, everybody. All right. So, Dom, back to your card. Sorry about the freakish tangent there. Let's get his card. Wow. Respect. Look at that crown. Look at that light radiating off of you. You've got this. Now, I do have a lot of lilies down here, which is for remembrance and things like that. So what you will actually need to respect right now, again, just like everybody else, is your, and I'm going to say experience, not experiment, but your experience. Your experience thus far in life will gain you respect. But in order for that to happen, you have to respect those experiences that happened to yourself. You understand? That's the crown. That's the crown. And if you notice, she's also holding wheat. And we are in the hay moon. We are in the worting moon with W-O-R-T, you know, which is basically gathering all the herbs and everything, drying them, getting them ready to prepare and for changes of seasons and things. And I know it's only July, but there's major change afoot with you, Dom. And I really do feel that you are going to go very big. I've been meaning to tell you that. And write it down. We've talked about this. Write it down. And when you're ready, move forward. Okay. So, oh, he drew himself with a crown. All right. See, you're already feeling it. Okay. Oh my God. I have got to change this music, people. I have Killing in the Name of. Now it's the Sex Pistols, God Save the Queen. Oh my God. All right. Dom, you're going to be a reader. Just want to put that out there. You're going to be doing what I do, okay? You're going to be a reader. You're very, very welcome, Dom. Now, hello, Raven. I thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. And thanks for popping in on this live stream. I have been doing cards, but today, that's it for me for right now. Recap. Be gentle with yourselves. Do not throw all of the emotions and all of the crap being thrown at you by other people. Don't put it in your roots. Do not think that that is nutrient. Do not think that that can actually provide you anything. We all have to go through it. We have to live through it. We have to actually, I want to say, face the music, given some of the cards that were pulled here. Hi, everybody. Now, but what it does is it floods out our root system. And right now we are needing to go back and refocus and re-examine those things that we have created for ourselves and the beliefs that we have. And when we do that, it's always hard. And there are some people that just aren't going to get on board with it. So don't judge. Be your biggest supporter. Be your biggest fan. Remember that your words have weight. Your words are, in quotes, magic. Okay? They have a lot of strength, not just for the people that you express them to, but also for that part of you that hears and feels what you say. Do not degrade yourself in any manner right now, because there's too much going on and it will just overwhelm you. And remember all the astrological stuff that's going on right now, all the retrogrades. Mars is going to go into Aries in like a month or so, I think. And I think that right now what is happening is that we as a collective are being given that downtime to get ready for that bit of upheaval. Okay. And yes, speaking spells. I will be back on here again. I'm going to try to do maybe Tuesday at some point at like 7 o'clock at night. And before I go, though, I am just getting ready to sign off. I have been on here for about an hour. I want to show you guys a few things. Dom ordered some candles from me. And let me see here. Those are them. These are beeswax and coconut oil based, my own recipe blend with Himalayan salt, some Vesuvianite, clear quartz crystal, black tourmaline, and just a little zhuzh of some special magic, as you can see there. That is a travel size. There are 2 sizes now. I sold out of the largest size. So there's a 4 ounce and then there's a 1.5 ounce. They are available on my website, which is elementalintentions.com. Tips are appreciated for the readings and the card pulling, but they're absolutely not necessary. But if you choose to, or if you would just feel like it, that's my PayPal, paypal.me/Rachel G. Palmistry. If you'd like to become a patron, go to Patreon, type in Rachel G. Palmistry, and it will guarantee that you get a private reading once a month if you do that. And then Groupon, I am on Groupon. Just type in the words Elemental Intentions, and that'll get you there. Let me get back here to banners, brand, all this woozy what's it, right? Now, these candles are really great. They are Nag Champa and also Dragon's Blood resin. So there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of sacral kind of stuff. So it's creativity and that judginess that I've been talking about, right? And how to basically self-empowerment. Okay, it's not root chakra work, but it's pretty damn close. All right, a lot of energy work going on. That's why there's the Vesuvianite in there, which is from the Vesuvius eruptions, the little green stone. All right, so let me get rid of that. If you want any of that, It's on my website, elementalintentions.com. Remember, if you want to book me for a private appointment, just go to elementalintentions.com, go to the bottom, and it'll explain it. Just click on it and do your thing. And I really thank you for coming by today. And I'm also going to put the card for the day back up here so you can see it. And it explains it all. And if you're wondering about those stones that are up there, that's selenite, clear quartz crystal, and a tiger's eye cube. I know I had a question about that just a minute ago. But anyway, remember you're loved. Remember that you are more loved than you will ever actually physically or psychologically or emotionally even be able to comprehend. Because we are all energy and we cannot be destroyed. So you are just as important as whoever you consider to be the most important person out there, if not even more important than them. Understand your roots, build your self-esteem by diving back into those things that you may have forgotten, you may have left behind, those things that you let other people determine for you. Read up on everything. Become your best version of what and whom you want to be, meaning that little tiny self that's inside of you that hears and sees everything but just sits back and doesn't do anything. That's who we all need to focus on right now. And I love you guys too. I do. Love each other. Sending out hugs. Thanks again. Bye-bye.